Everyone was drenched by incessant thunderstorms, but under a canopy of thousands of colorful umbrellas, a key day of protest in Hong Kong drew an enormous crowd anyway.
For Hong Kong people, we're not going to stop if the government is not going to respond to our requests.
Police had authorized the rally only for Victoria Park, but predictably, the overflow crowd ignored that, marching down major roads and clogging up business districts.
There was concern that after 11 long weeks of protests and disruption in this city, that perhaps the pro-democracy movement had run out of steam. A huge crowd like this should put an end to any thought of that.
Notably, it was also a peaceful event, unlike so many other gatherings of late that have ended in violence. The longer the demonstrations drag on, though, polls suggest attitudes among the pro-democracy advocates are hardening, that maybe some violence to force change might be inevitable.
Government cannot hear from what we say, so the people have to think a way to let the government know.
All this began over opposition to the so-called extradition bill that would extend Chinese justice into Hong Kong. But it's now a far broader push against Beijing's growing influence in the territory. However, silence from Hong Kong's leadership is clearly weighing on many here.
Well, I think it's a mixed feeling. At one point, I'm very proud of Hong Kong people. I'm very proud to be one of them. But at the other point, I feel worried. I feel scared. Like, I don't know about the future. I don't know how the entire movement will go to.
We are afraid that every time is the last time we can come out for protests.
7 hours after it began, the enormous crowd was still marching, egged on by little Hicks Chang, just 4 years old, and summing up the feelings of so many here with his chants, Hong Kong people fighting.
And right now, the streets are clear and the sun is up in Hong Kong, where it's Monday morning. So Chris, you were out there in the rain yesterday for hours. Tell me what stood out for you the most.
Well, so many remarkable things. Among them was just how pleased people seemed to be to see foreign journalists. Obviously, you could see how packed in everyone was, but when we had to come through with heavy gear, people saw that and they literally parted so we could get by. And in many cases, people were just handing us umbrellas as well. And I think that speaks as well to how keen people are that the rest of the world see what's going on here. Andrew.
Yeah, the world is watching. So what comes next?
Well, more protests probably next weekend, but also some efforts at some economic boycotts as well. We've seen what a fine line businesses have had to tread here. Cathay Pacific, Hong Kong's flag carrier, has lost a lot of business in mainland China because of its perceived support for the protesters. So here they've come up with lists of friendly and unfriendly companies, asking people to only shop at the friendly ones to put more pressure on the Hong Kong government.
Okay. Chris Brown, thanks very much.